Hello, my little bun buns and barn barns and whatever else you feel like being tonight. Daisy here, still being cute and fluffy. Um, well, I had a story time for you tonight. This is more recent story time. Uh, well, no, it's not really much of a story, but we'll follow there. That'll be the most sensible place. Food related. Um, so I have to kick a bad habit. Now that I have a freezer, which I picked up a couple weeks ago at this point, picked up, it finally showed up a couple weeks ago. I ordered it over a month before that, or maybe around a month before that. Anyway, so I have a freezer. Just leave it at that. It's been there for a couple weeks. Uh, and the first week, I went right to Sam's Club, bought a few bulk items like bulk chicken breasts. I bought a few big bags of fish parts, the little vacuum sealed packages. Uh, some other things, a couple instant large dinner objects like lasagna. I have a pizza in the freezer, a couple different kinds of like General Tso's chicken, stuff like that. So I bought all that and some vegetable, lots of stuff. I fooded up. I didn't fill the thing all the way full because one, I want to be able to find stuff in there, and two, if I buy something, I want to know I have plenty of space. The actual freezer is mostly empty at the moment. I have started to shift some things into there to make better sorting abilities. It's a learning experience, just kind of like you get new cabinets, new house with different cabinets. You have to figure out, how do I balance things? How do I make things fit right? How do I make it all work out best? And I'm still in that moment where I'm figuring things out exactly where I like to have stuff to make it easiest to access. Sure, that'll even change as time goes by, but we'll leave that part at that. Now to the problem. um, Especially since the lockdown started back in March, I have been very diligent about every week I buy a week's worth of food, or 2 weeks. At the beginning, it was 2 weeks, and make sure I slot for meals 1 through 14 dinner wise. Make sure I have plenty of lunches, plenty of breakfast, plenty of snacks, beverages, the 9 yards. That was my plans. I was happy when I finally reduced myself back to 1 week at a time as opposed to every other week. It reduced a lot of stress. Let me just put that out there. Uh, Now, my problem is I've been so programmed heavily on first day of my weekend comes up, I need to go out and buy, at this point, 5 weekday dinners. Uh, Make sure I have enough stuff to eat for lunch every day of the week. Make sure I have my breakfast drinks there. I drink Ensures, so don't worry, I'm getting vitamins in there. I'm not hungry in the mornings normally. I do that to make sure I've got something in me before I start my work day, so I'm not cranky. Uh, so I've been in this path, and now I have a freezer that I kind of added up. I give it a rough estimate. I could easily, before this week started, have had good dinners from between the cabinet and the freezers for close to 2 months without really having too much time where we're stuck eating blah. And I'm like, okay, I need to stop. I don't need to buy 5 weekday dinners and 2 weekend dinners while I'm out shopping on day one of weekend, which is now Saturday, fortunately. Yay for that. Uh, but it's an interesting habit to try and break. Because before lockdown happened, I didn't even come close to that. Um, my usual MO was one weekend day, I would go out and I'd shop for a little bit, get some stuff. Maybe get a couple days worth of dinners, put them in the fridge and freezer, respectively they belonged. And then midweek, Wednesday or Thursday, I go to the store again because I want to get out of the house. And that'd be an excuse to get out of the house. I'd buy some food that I would cook for the next few days. Keep the cycle going on. I'd usually keep, well, since I was going out every 3 or 4 days, I'd probably have enough dinners on hand at a given time to cover the next stretch, plus one or two, potentially one or two, depending on what I felt like picking up or what I, 10 things I crave at the store, I'd buy maybe 5 of them. Maybe I got 5 dinners, and then I just, next time I didn't have to buy 5, I buy whatever I need to make up a the next stage. So now, because I successfully have food elements in the freezer, meal elements, I just need to back off on the overbuying for a little bit. Try and balance things out. Yes, still get some fresh things. I'm good with getting a pack of chicken thighs or the turkey breast pack that I was getting. Maybe some ground beef and make tacos. But I need to scale it down a little bit and actually enjoy some of these frozen elements that I've been missing for all this time when I didn't have space for them. Because there's a lot of easy meals I can make with my frozen elements, such as having fish on hand, having chicken breasts on hand, having hamburgers and sausages on hand. Easy stuff to deal with. And frozen vegetables. I have been kind of missing those, and it's hard to justify a lot of your freezer space to frozen vegetables when you have things you need to dedicate the freezer space to maintain meals. So they've had to mostly be pushed to the wayside. Now they have a little time to focus back in. So we can have a bit more variety than what I can get in a can. And can doesn't do justice to some things. It does okay with other things. I mean, there's some good examples. Peas. Frozen peas, canned peas. Those are practically different elements. They taste completely different. They look completely different. They feel completely different. I like them both, but they're different. There's not a question in my head about that. I have also gotten a few instant food products that are, for that day you don't feel like cooking. We all have that day. So I have like Hot Pockets and French bread pizzas that I picked up. So I need to let myself know that I'm allowed to have, and I don't give an S day and have a French bread pizza. And that doesn't even include the actual frozen meals like the General Tso's chicken type packs I picked up, or the lasagna, or the big pizza I picked up. The pizza sounds really good, by the way. It was one of those Screaming Sicilian ones. It's Polish sausage and roasted peppers and onions. I'm really looking forward to this one. Was bratwurst, not Polish sausage. In any case, sounds really good. It looked delicious, and that's on my homework of what to eat soon. But it's really an interesting change, and not a bad one. It'll end up saving us a lot of money in the long run. Yes, we had to pay for the freezer. Yes, we had to pay the, according to the Energy Smart paper that came in the freezer, the one's always stuck on the outside of the fridge or the freezer in the store and says, this device uses this much energy per year. This will cost this much. So according to that, this will cost about $30 a year to run. I think we're going to be okay on that. I pay more for that for Disney Plus by far. So yeah, I can afford $30 to have a freezer running. And the overall cost of the freezer will probably get made up for just in hassle alone within a couple of months. Actual costs, I'd say I can make that up within a couple of years easily. Mostly because savings on buying bulk items at Sam's Club over buying non-bulk items at Meijer, Walmart, or dog forbid uh, Kroger prices. Kroger, I love you. I can't afford to shop at you. There's very few items I buy there because they're higher end grocery store prices. I can afford Meijer and Walmart because they cheap. uh, so yeah, there's that. Um, well, so far this week, it being Tuesday, I'm 2 dinners in. I did steamed chicken breast sandwiches on Monday, something we actually missed. That's actually a meal we like. We do jerk seasoning on it, steam them in the steamer, and they actually make a really good sandwich. So inexpensive, easy to deal with. Basically, you season them, put them in the steamer, like put them in the steamer, put the seasoning on them, turn it on for 25 minutes while I'm still at work. And when I come down, I hear the ding of it shutting off. I pick it up and I put it on a bun. It is dinner. No hassle. That's the main course anyway. I threw in some onion rings and I think I had corn. I had corn yesterday. That's what it was. And tonight I busted into some of the frozen fish and did a bunch of flounder in a pan with lemon pepper. Did a can of crescent rolls, box of stuffing, and green beans. I know I didn't need to do both the crescent rolls and the box of stuffing, but I had a craving. I fulfilled my craving. Neither of those things took much effort. Uh, um, so yeah, it's it's a learning experience to unlearn certain practices when it comes to dealing with food. Though no matter what, I do find it important uh, for me to think about what dinners I would like to make for the following week before I go grocery shopping. Formulate it out of what I have. Um, say food elements I'm going to use, like maybe the chicken breasts. I might want to do General Tso's chicken or something, or actually make it as opposed to frozen stuff. Uh, or do I turn it to fajitas, or do I want to uh, bake up some of that fish for one of the days, or you know, work with what I have and see if it can turn into something, or do I need to pick up some other things? What I want to do, and what can I possibly get in larger quantities that I might be able to use some of now and save the rest for later? I like pork chops. Usually those are pretty cheap in bulk, so put 2 on a pan, bag them by twos for the remainder of what's left, and boom, I got freezer fodder and easy, tasty main courses. Then the rest is just assemble up all your your sides, your box of stuffing, your pastas, your rice-a-roni type things, zatarans. I've found a couple of good zatarans lately. I was really enjoying those, so that's nice. Uh, your fries, your onion rings, your cans of vegetables, all the stuff that makes the meal a meal as opposed to just eating a piece of food. um, at least most of that stuff I keep on stock. Um, in fact, I probably still buy too much of that as it is, but it's okay. Most of it's shelf stable, so no major loss there. I just have a fuller and fuller pantry. That's tomorrow's problem. I mean, future me's problem in general. Um, just means I need to eat more vegetables, I guess. uh, and this has also been helping me have more options to have for easily accessible lunches. Frozen items I can easily put in the heat up section. That way I don't have to have my basic default being a can of soup only. There's plenty of other instant or semi-instant frozen items I could put on the stack list that aren't that expensive per unit and make a very quick, easy to deal with lunch option. So, working with that, trying to improve everywhere, and give me more variety in my day and my meals. So, trying to do good by everything. Yeah. Anywho, my little buns. It's a little bit of a story about what's going on right now, and well, hope you enjoyed. Uh, if you have thoughts on this kind of thing about like meal planning or freezer storage or changing your eating habits in general due to change of how you can and can't store your food, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the little dingly bell. YouTube will then let you know when I post a new video. And if you're so inclined, hit the Patreon link in the bottom. And I appreciate anything that anyone decides to give. It all goes to support the channel and all the stupid things I buy to make this channel better. It doesn't really include the freezer, but well, if you're supporting me, you're supporting my stupidity like that. And if you get bored and want to watch more of this kind of stuff, I did organize all this stuff in a playlist. So there are Storytime playlists, Thoughts playlist, Game Thoughts playlist, and Full Suit playlist. So options if you just want to click into the playlist section. Ta-da! You watch a lot of any of those kinds of things. And get a lot of caddy time. Or daisy time. Whatever time. Yeah. Alright. Well, all my little fluffs. Mwah. It's been lovely seeing all of you, and I'll see you all on the next video. For now, I give you bunny loves, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.